Hey, this is Fran, Capo, the Guinness Book of World Records fastest talking female, and I want to say hello to the Kings at Prince Daniel Unit in Snyder, Texas. That's you guys. So I hope you're doing well and you're excited to hear from my friend Eric Wilson today, who's going to be talking to you about hope. And speaking of hope, I happen to be the author of a book called Hopeville, the City of Light. Now, Hopeville, the City of Light is actually two stories. It's the story of how I know this is going to sound a little weird, but I was sleeping, and then at 4 o'clock in the morning, I hear a voice literally say, "Fran, get up, you got to write a book." And I'm like looking around, and I'm thinking like I'm dreaming. I turn on the light, and I'm like, oh, that had to be a dream. Turn off the light. I hear the voice again, "Get up, you got to write this book." So I turn on the light, and it says, "You have to write this book. It has a message that will change the world." And I'm like arguing with the voice. I'm like, listen, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I don't feel like writing a book. They said, write the title down. So I write down the title, Hopeville, the City of Light, and I write it down. And I go to sleep. The next day I get up. I take my kid to school, my mom to work, and I have to get the car fixed. And so for 3 hours, I'm sitting there, and I'm going to work on another book that I was doing, but literally my hands could not type. And I'm like, well, I'm not going to sit here for 3 hours. So then what happens is I say, all right, well, let me take the name of the book, and I start to type, and for the next 3 hours, I honestly don't remember what I was typing. When I wrote the word "the end," the guy goes, "That was weird. You didn't move, you didn't breathe, nothing." I said, I think I wrote a book. And then later on, I look and it said, well, let me see if this book even made sense. And I find out it's a story about a little boy that gets bullied, an old man who has wisdom that he wants to give to people, but nobody's listening anymore, a successful businessman who gave up, to find a family and the love of everything to build a business, and a widowed lady who has 3 jobs and is trying to hold everything together. And they each say a prayer, and that same night, an angel of light comes to them and explains to them that if they just change a little something in the way that they're doing things, they could change the world, and it will have a domino effect. And it has to do with a light they are given. And the light shines bright when you're thinking good thoughts, and it shines a dark red hue when you're not. And you can't fool the light, and the light represents the inner light that's within you. Now, the reason that I partnered with JVC is because we have the same vision of hope and spreading things and saying to yourself that you're not a victim. You take control of your life. You're the one that determines what you'll do. There's a story that says that inside each one of us lives 2 wolves, a good wolf and a bad wolf. And the one that lives is the one that you feed. JTC, which is Join the Conversation Exchange, and Hopeville, the City of Light, helps you feed the good wolf. The great thing about life is you can control your attitude. You can control anything, and nothing is impossible. And you want to leave this world a better place than when you came in. Now, our thing is we want to get books sponsored. We got our first 50 books sponsored, and we gave them to kids in a school in Texas. And we want to get books sponsored so we could give them to the Daniel unit. So that's it, guys. I just wanted to say hi. Hope you're going to enjoy my friend Eric today and his message that he has to give to you. And just remember, when you have a conversation, make it a good one.